All right, everybody, welcome to Season 9, Round 1 of the uh, Solo Champions League. This week we're matching up against Drang with um, the Goblin Gimmicks encounter set, and we do get to choose our difficulty this whole season. I'm going to choose Standard 2, Expert 2. Note, they're already shuffled in here. I just have them here as an illustration, but they're already shuffled in here, as you can see. Um, I made the mistake of trying to play about 5 practice games where I just got absolutely annihilated by additional boosts and surge until I realized that I had been flipping and shuffling those into there, and that will do it. I do not recommend that. Maybe if you could do that with like maybe Wrecking Crew or something. Oh, they don't even have modulars, so never mind. Um, anyways, the challenge this week is to use aggression with Iron Man, Wasp, or Venom. I think there was one other option, but nobody's mentioned him, so um, I'm going to pick Iron Man because I'm morally obligated to do so, using the deck that I did in my practice game, which went a lot smoother than the last few that I've played here. And yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say here. Let's shuffle this up. I think we'll get this all right. So, oh yeah, this formidable foe. On the expert side, that's one thing I forgot in my practice game. On the expert side, which doesn't exist in this little modular that I printed out essentially, gives an acceleration token. And also gives all enemies steady, stun and confuse resist. That doesn't matter for Iron Man. So, alright. Ah, beautiful tech. Um, do I keep Ironheart? I mean, I've only got like 6 allies in the deck, but I am Iron Man. So, we are not going to do that. Hey, there's Pepper Pots. Okay. So now, 1, 2, 3, Mark 5. Gotta get rid of my double resource. Yuck. We'll do the normal Pepper Pots thing. So pay with the Repulsor Blast first, then the Genius. Use this plus this to get down this, 6 HP. And then Hulk to get down Rocket Boots. Put this over here for 1 extra health. I put my upgrades that just kind of sit there over here, just because he needs so much room on his board. Now, the Milano I can actually exhaust to remove these 2 threat, because it's a first player action, not a first player hero action. And we'll ready up and drop to 6. Okay, those are looking alright, especially if I draw 1 more piece of tech, I can get up to 4 pieces on the board, even without another piece of tech. And that should be enough to get me off the ground. So 1, 2, 3. He can scheme out to the second scheme here. I mean, it is what it is. Definitely a little bit higher risk because of this, but you know, it's fine. I'm playing on a higher difficulty. So 1, 2, he is going to add 1 to this when he schemes. So 1, 2, the boost, 3, 4. Oh wait, oops, that just goes there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So not quite enough. That goes up when he schemes. And if he draws like a, oh, there's intimidation. Spend 2 resources of any type. Give him 1 face down boost. Normally I would give him 1 face down boost. But I'm wondering about the wisdom of that. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to, and then just kind of hope that I can get an ally out. Because I don't want to give away my energy. My energy is really important here to get like plasma. Well, I don't know. Oh no, I can just spend it. I can spend it. I can use pepper pots still, so I can spend that to cancel that. Okay. So surprisingly nasty card in that particular situation. Usually you don't mind giving him another one. You can just chump block, right? But it's not an option here. So now I'm using Futurist. Please give me a piece of tech. Of course it didn't. I guess we'll grab Endurance. So we'll flip up with 5. Oh, shoot. Daggone it. Okay, so I'm going to say, even if I got another piece of tech, I would definitely have just done this to get this down, just as a guarantee. I mean, I guess you could call it cheating a little bit, but honestly, that was the whole reason I talked about it, right? And like I'm gonna get 2 resources out of it regardless, even if I was spending it on a 3 resource upgrade or something, you know, which he doesn't even have in his deck anymore. So I'm gonna just say, shoot me. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resources. So I can barely not get down Sentry. So instead of that, we could probably get down Rocket Boots and Combat Training, which is actually surprisingly useful here. Or I could get down Rocket Boots and Endurance. Or I could get down Rocket Boots and Enhanced Awareness, I think. So definitely getting Rocket Boots down for another HP. Then it's just a question of, do I want Enhanced Awareness or do I want Endurance? I'm at 17 health, so I'm going to get Enhanced Awareness down. Just kind of bank those resources for when I need them. So we'll flip up. We'll thwart for 2, use the Milano for 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now, usually I have my little pivot, pivot, swivel, swivel thing up by now, and I can get another 2 off, so this is a little scary. But I mean, basically, he always runs the risk if he draws the scheme card to just flip me. No big deal. So I'm going to use up 1 charge of the Plasma Pistol to do 1 damage to him. This allows it, he has that Goblin Regenerative Healing card in here, so now if he draws that, it doesn't surge and he only heals 1. Also, it just doesn't hurt to use the first couple charges of those. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 tech upgrades, so hand size of 5. There's my 5th. If I so choose, I could probably pepper into Fury with these 3, and then get another tech and Mark 5 out. That's my guess. So we'll do this up by 1, 1, 2, 3, up by 1. He's going to attack me for 4 plus boost. It's gonna hurt. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I would love some allies. The counter card is Mob Mentality. He attacks me again. And it gains Surge. So he's attacking me again for 4 plus boost. Oh, ouchies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or actually, wait. Yeah, he attacks me first, and then it gains Surge into Goblin Glider. Alright, well, I'm glad he didn't have Goblin Glider before, or I would be dead. Now, I can't get too complacent here now, because have I drawn one yet? I haven't. He has Overkill on some of his boost icons, so I really can't get complacent here with my HP. Like, that was devastating, getting that quadruple boost on an attack, an undefended attack. Brutal. And also, this is going to activate, so I may have to flip down and concede the scheme. Or at least basically have it exactly how it was before. We'll see. Actually, maybe I want to do that now. Right? I mean, I guess I want to get the helmet down first. Because I can thwart 1 with it. Sure, let's do it. Let's get the helmet down. Thwart 1. Then I could use the Milano and Fury to thwart the rest of it and just basically do exactly what we had the first turn. Because I need to heal. Holy moly, do I need to heal. So yeah, let's do the Pepper Potts thing. This, 1, 2, 3. So we'll play Nick Fury, draw 3 cards. Okay. I guess we'll get down Powered Gaunts. Well, yeah, I mean, that's always going to be the best choice, no matter what I would draw with Futurist. So yeah, we'll get down the Powered Gauntlets. Do 1 damage with those. Thwart 2, thwart 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Except now Fury's kind of wasted. But I mean, I literally die if he draws the Total Annihilation boost card or encounter card. So Fury is kind of a waste. Oh, he's not a waste. He can absorb the 2 indirect damage while I'm in Alter Ego this turn. So, not a waste. So I'm going to heal for 3. Ready everything up. And now normally I'd be up to the point where I'm drawing 7 cards, but since I'm in Alter Ego, draw 6. 1, 1, 2, 3. That happens. For 2 indirect damage, which Fury will take, because Drang has no way, even with standard 2 expert 2, to hit me in Alter Ego. Now he is scheming for 1, 2, plus boost, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 counter on the ship from this, and we get an encounter card, And there's regenerative healing. So that's going to heal him up to 14. No big deal. Okay. So we will use Futurist. Do I have a power on all of us? I do. I mean, power gauntlets are just generally better, but I would have to pay 2 for it versus I can just smack down. And I'm probably gonna put down Spider-Man this turn anyways, so I may as well grab this just on the off chance that I can play them all. All right, so we will yeah, we'll heal again. So we'll heal again for 1, 2, 3. Flip. We will use Pepper and Supersonic to pay for Arc Reactor. Ready up. Thwart for 2. And then Milano for 3. He'll probably, if he draws the scheme cards, which he still hasn't drawn either of them, he basically guarantees that he pops that scheme, but I'd much rather stay healthy and not die to an untimely overkill. Then it's probably more valuable to get Spider-Man out at this point. 1, 2. Oh, I can get out Spider-Man and Blade. Okay, because I was keep forgetting about this enhanced awareness. Because I can, okay, also can thwart for 1. There we go. So it's exactly how it's always been. Um, it's just begging for it to pop at some point, but there's literally no more that I can do to prevent it. It's just a matter of boosts and encounter cards, right? So yes, I can use power on all of us and counter attack to get down Spider-Man. 1, 2, 3. I can also use enhanced awareness to get down Blade. I'll keep the power gauntlets just so I can have my pretty much my full suit. What am I missing from my suit? I think that's literally it. I'll have my powered gauntlets and I'll only be missing 1 plasma pistol of tech by my first pass through. It's actually pretty rare, because you just never draw quite that luckily. Oh, also, oops, yeah. Okay, so Spider-Man will swing for 4. Blade, you're just gonna sit there and look pretty and absorb indirect damage for me. Ping for 1. Yeah, I definitely don't need this for like a tech perspective anymore, so I'll use that to ping for 1. I'll hold on to it because whatever, but it's also an energy resource, so once I get to the point where I want to start murdering him, I would value that. So now we'll draw our last card. Shuffle and draw 5, because I definitely have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of armor, so I'm definitely maxed out on that. And now we can start killing. 1, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I gotta deal myself an encounter card for shuffling. That goes up. He's going to attack for 4 plus boost. Normally, I wouldn't like to block with Spider-Man, but I'm going to do it. 4 plus boost and 5. He's dead. Thankfully, no overkill, though that's still waiting there to hit me by surprise. Get our second encounter card. First one, there we go. So this one, he probably flips it because he's scheming for 3 plus boost. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't have an emergency in my hand. So this flips. This goes up. Starts at 4, and if he has the second one right here, I lose. Okay, thankfully that did not happen. I would have cried. 1, 2, 3. So I know where my Milano is going this turn, but it's fine. I am all Iron Man'd up. Now the problem is he is not allowed to do that ever again, or I just instantly lose. So now time is actually of the essence. He literally cannot draw this card again, or I not guaranteed lose, but probably lose, which also means I need to be paying a little bit closer attention to keeping emergency in my hand because it would have saved me there. And so it essentially means that the only way that I lose on that happening would have been, oh, also I forgot this, right? Yeah, so, did I? Well, Grim Roulette. So 2 damage to somebody, Blade takes it. Forgot whether I had it from the fact that he schemed, whether I'd added it or not, because I was talking. But because he's scheming for 2 plus boost, so it starts at 3. He needs to scheme up to 5 in order for me to lose. And so he needs to draw a double, at least. But if I have emergency, he needs to draw a triple. So the only way that I lose is if I draw the triple or quadruple boost. They're in there. Goblin Glider's in there. You saw me get smacked around by the five earlier, the 4 boost earlier. So I just kind of have to hope. But anyways, that's all the nastiness for now. We're just going to get rid of this now because what I was just talking about, if he schemes, that adds 1. That's not acceptable. We don't allow that in this household. So we'll thwart for 2, ready up, thwart for 2. Yes, I know that makes this irrelevant, but this is irrelevant a lot of games, surprisingly, just because of how efficient he is at thwarting. Now the real question is, do I bother getting my gaunts out? Let's use the power on all of us to activate my boots, so I'm now airborne. Then pay this, well, we'll use pots and this to pay for my second gauntlet. So that's on the board, but I can also just smash him for 8 damage right here, which is what I'm gonna do. I mean, can I finish him this turn? That's really ambitious. Now, I won't be able to finish him this turn, but I can set myself up to finishing him next turn. I'll just have to chump block with Blade. So let's do it. Let's use the 1 resource off of this. So unfortunately, that goes in there. And Brawn to pay for Supersonic Punch, which will advance him. 18 health is a lot. Okay, so then he discards the top 4 cards of the encounter deck. Please be the schemy one. That's a bad one too. That's also bad. Okay, there's one of the boosts. The other scheme's in there, but no minions were discarded, so I'm good. It's really poorly designed. So we flipped him. Now we're going to do 4 damage. Then we will probably Repulsor Blast. I mean, so the alternate, I can do guaranteed 2 damage with Blade, or it can do 2 damage with Blade and get 3 health on the board, or I can get greedy and go for Repulsor Blast. I guess it depends on what's in here. So I still have my other Supersonic Punch and at least 1 more Repulsor Blast. I always forget. I play a ton of Iron Man, but I don't know how many Repulsor Blasts he has in his deck. But I think the score optimizing play here is to actually wait, I can't do that. So the score optimizing play here is to just gain 3 health and hope that I draw emergency. There we go. So that makes me feel a little bit better about life. Where's my other Repulsor Blast though? That's annoying. I may still be able to pull it off though. Actually, yes, almost guarantee it. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. He's going to attack me for 5 plus boost. Blade gets annihilated or annihilbladed. Okay, that was really bad. You're allowed to boo me in the comments. And my 1 encounter card is Slug It Out. So exhaust my identity and take 2 damage. Ow. And it surges. Oh, into Pumpkin Bomb. Sweet. Okay. Whew. Alright, so that was annoying. That part of it was annoying. But I can also just Milano. So do I have a science resource? I have power in all of us, so we're good. So we're ready. We will Milano to remove this 3. So that's still an option, right? Yep, okay. And I will use power on all of us to activate the boots to do 4 damage. So now I just need to do 10 more, 10 more damage, and I can do that while also having Hulk on the board. So I'm going to do a fun little SCL trick here. Anybody watching at home, feel free to learn. I'm pretending to be good to be extra and awesome, but I'm really not that great. Okay, so I'm playing these 2 to play Supersonic Punch. Since I'm airborne, I do 8 damage to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm going to flip and recover for 3. Ooh. Now, since I can play allies from Alter Ego, I can play Hulk for 5 HP. And now I'm going to swing for 3 to finish him. And since that finished him off, I don't have to Yeah, I mean, I don't think well, I for sure don't have to take the consequential damage, and then I think all of this happens after that, so I think I just landed myself an extra 8 HP with my genius, so feel free to bow and worship. No, but yeah, so it's pretty clean. It's about what I expected. 6 turns, it's about right. Second scheme, it's about right. Was a little hairy there for a moment when I almost died, and then, you know, I was still in danger of being schemed out, but yeah, so I'll be back with the second game. So just to be clear, when I said a few seconds ago that I was amazing and genius and stuff, I was obviously exaggerating. I just think it's super cool that we have this league that incentivizes you to think of weird stuff like that. Like, right, if I were just playing on my own, I'd just like, oh, just, murder him. Big deal. But I had there was a neat little way that I could optimize my hand and my board state there to get a better result, and that just is really cool. So I was just really reveling in that moment there. So I'm sure, yeah. So shuffling these up compulsively a few more times. Let's get into game two. Same strat. I am Iron Man. Ooh, I might keep a power on all of us though, and an Iron Heart because that's literally an even trade. So I can guarantee use that on Iron Heart. I guess is it an even trade because it's 1 card, 2 cards for 1 card, but I get an ally. Worst case scenario, I use Ironheart as a resource, and I use this to get down an energy pistol if I get one. So, let's just do it. Let's hold it. Let's hold it, and immediately regret my decision. We will futurist into nothing. I guess I have to hold one of the. I have to keep one of these. I'll keep counterintelligence, and now things aren't looking so great. Maybe I will draw something with Ironheart. Nope. All right. Am I really going to play the War Machine ally because I have nothing better to do with my resources? Let's get this down for 1 HP. Let's get... No, I definitely have better things to do with my resources. Let's get this down for 3 HP. And then we will discard that. Ironheart. I'm going to do the thing where I do 1 damage with her so that the Goblin encounter thing isn't as annoying. Use that. Remove the threat. And hope that I draw better cards this coming turn. Not so much. All right. Well, I'm getting punished for my greed. 2, 3, 1. Scheming for a 1/2 plus boost. Sheesh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have emergency in my hand. Immediately flips. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that went up. And that went up again from flipping and from him scheming. So this is at 3. And if the one encounter card I'm dealt is the scheme one, I lose instantly. Okay, it's just the Badoon Engineer. Whew. That happens, does 2 damage to me. And that was what we call a rough start. Futurist, please give me a tech. You've got to be freaking kidding me. Oh boy. I'm gonna flip up with a hand size of 3. Is that really a thing that I'm gonna do? I mean, I have to. But I have to. So, which of these do I grab? Enhanced awareness, probably. Or do I go with Beefy Boy Cho over there for a little extra assurance? I'd probably do Beefy Boy Cho. Hmm. Okay, so let me think about this. I'll think about this decision as I math out what I'm doing, which isn't much. I mean, alternately, I could just not get set up, and I could try to burn him down. Yeah, that's never gonna work. You need to get set up first. So if I use this for this, well, not that for that. We'll use that for that because that we could potentially hold on. We'll use this for blade. So the blade can swing, and I can repulsor blast. That leaves this, which is just a nice clean grab enhanced awareness. Otherwise, I don't get to swing with blade, and that's just so that I can get brawn out which is not a horrible thing. This turn it doesn't really enable me to do much aside from probably kill this guy. Because if I bring out Cho, I swing for one with me, one with Brawn, and then he's still sitting there. So really, there's no way that I do everything that I want to do this turn, but that was never going to happen. So yeah, I'm just going to grab. I'm just going to grab this. I'm going to do what I said. So first, let's just put this down. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to get Blade down. 1, 2, 3. We'll swing with him at the Engineer. So, oops, he doesn't take Consequential. He takes 2. I discard this so he doesn't go away. I bring out the helmet. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. So I flip up. I attack for 1 to kill the Engineer. I thwart for 3 with the Milano, and I thwart for 1 with the helmet. And I did toss emergency and all that, so once again I'm at the mercy of the encounter and the boost cards. 1, 2, 3, also with a hand size of 3. Can't forget that. Oh look, 3 pieces of armor. 3 pieces of armor. Oh man. Okay. Oh man. Alright. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. It's attacking me for 4 plus boost. Ironheart jumps in front and dies. Encounter card, please no scheme. Okay, special positioning, we can deal with that. 1, 2, 3. In fact, we'll deal with it right now because it's single player and we don't care about no spatial positioning. We can thwart for 2, thwart for 1, 1, 2, 3. And now we decide what to do with our turn. No way I can activate Blade because you have to pay from hand. Also just have no fists, so it's really just a matter of what do I want to pay for. Well, if I used Enhanced Awareness and this, I could get this down. But then, yeah, so I'm literally, no matter what I do, I'm only getting down 1 upgrade. So I may as well get down the one that makes me tankier, because these, useful, but not that useful. This, yeah, I already have 1 Rocket Boots down. So 1, 2, 3, to get down this for 6 HP. And, yeah, dropped 4 now. Okay, there's another one. So 1 more turn and I'll finally be set up to a normal hero status on my 5th turn. He's attacking for 4 plus boost. I will face tank it. 5, 6. I would really, really take that right now, but whatever. Encounter card. Regenerative healing, nice. So he just heals. Okay, so I was given 1 more turn, but it's still looking pretty bleak. There's 3 on the scheme, right? So I can actually use this as a resource, plus Lockjaw to get down Plasma Pistol. 1, 2, 3. So now I have up to 5 hand size. We will, just to get counterattack down. I mean, speed is really important here. I'm playing a game of chicken with that scheme card. And actually, there's something interesting going on here, because I was thinking I would just Earth's Mightiest Heroes so I can thwart Earth's Mightiest Heroes and do a damage. This is here to be spent. Let's spend it. Spend it on that. Thwart for 2, thwart for 1. Earth's Mightiest Heroes to exhaust Blade. Ready me and do 1 damage. Yeah. Yeah, now I can draw to 5. Okay, I think I can pay for these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm finally on the board. Okay. Now, with the indirect damage that's not entirely unlikely to come in, I'm not sure I want to face tank this hit. But also I do have Blade for indirect damage if I face tank, so I take that back. I will face tank 1, 2, 3, 4 plus boost. Okay, 4, 5. So that's a good thing. I didn't. Here comes the encounter card. Seek and Destroy. All right. So it incites 1, and then I go find my nemesis, who is actually terribly annoying to deal with, not gonna lie. because he has Retaliate. And my most efficient way to deal with him is just plopping Miles Morales down. But that's not really a thing I want to do. But I'm not sure I get the luxury of doing things that I want to do at this point. Also, having him as a meat shield would be nice. So yeah, I don't really have much of a choice. So we will toss 2 Repulsor Blast and my Enhanced Awareness. Well, we'll use the Milano for now. So those 3 to get Miles down. He will get +2 attack and attack to destroy Whiplash. And now I use this, which goes away, and this to get my other good card out. So now I'm drawing up to 6, which is still pretty pitiful. We'll swing for 1. Thwart, ready, thwart. And just keep hoping and praying. Ooh, I wish I had things I could use Pepper's resources on here. That would be cool. I mean, I guess I can get combat training down or sentry. I don't really want sentry down because that's more encounter cards. All right, 1, 2, 3. This happens, and that's what you're here for. And he attacks. Blade will just be the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus boost. Woo, 7. Glad I didn't draw that on the scheme activation. Encounter. Overwhelming Force. Highest cost upgrade to support a control. Oh, shnikes. Well, I think that's game, actually. Unfortunately. Normally, I could have Pepper out, but I didn't draw. She was in the very bottom of my deck, so I could get rid of Pepper. But instead, I'm forced to get rid of this, which is 6 HP, which is what I have. I don't have any recourse for that. Yeah. So I lose. But that's the risk that I took by running Iron Man. And we'll be back with the 3rd game. All right. Well, now I don't have to worry about a perfect season. Oh, man. Yeah, I gotta go get rid of Formidable Foe from here. Man, that was just brutal. Like I said, normally you have a defense against that. You usually have Pepper Potts, but she was hanging at the very bottom, and I didn't have her at all because I was drawing 3 or 4 cards for most of the game. Well, that's sometimes with Iron Man, you literally just can't get off the ground. So, we'll shuffle up a few times and get the 3rd game in. There she is, with a double resource. Ooh, Chef's Kiss. We learned our lesson from last time. We are not holding double resources. We're not holding anything that is not tech or named Pepper Potts because Pepper Potts is too good. Or a double resource. We're holding those because we need that to pay for her. Hey, this is looking much better. Futurist. Oh, that's a lot of resources. Or I could just, yeah, nope, that's what's happening. Well, actually, it really doesn't matter because she's not on the board yet. I was like, say, oh, I should put her Genius on the top for her. But nope, we're gonna do this. Get Pepper down. Pepper for this. This for. Don't get greedy, Kyle. This. Get rid of Ironheart. Thwart for 2. And hope we draw more tech. There's 1. Ooh, I should have spent I could have spent like a tech and then gotten it back with Stark Tower. But it's okay. And now all my double resources are gone, so it really doesn't matter at what order I do anything in, because Pepper's always just going to be worth 1 resource. Just don't worry, Pepper, you're awesome. All right. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 plus boost. Okay, so it's just 2, and this goes up, and this goes up because he schemed. And now I look out for regenerative healing, which surges into oppressive armada. All right. It's actually slightly irritating here. I don't have a very efficient way of dealing with it, at least not yet. So we will Futurist. There's a helmet and an arc reactor. Ugh. I hate having to choose between these. Normally I wouldn't mind getting rid of this, but maybe I can still use it because I can put this in the discard, draw this. Can I play Stark Tower, this, and that? Or I could play Stark Tower, this, and that, which still gets me to 5 hand size, and it allows, like, I would have to forego the plasma pistol, but it gets me to 5 hand size, and that's important. So let's pretend like we're doing that. So if we go Pepper and Lockjaw to get Stark Tower, I use Stark Tower to get back the helmet. I pretend like I'm guaranteed going to play it. I use that to play it. Then I use these two, well, not these two, we would use like this and this to play that. Yep, so that will work. So I am going to do that. So just for those following along at home, that's still in my deck. Haven't used her. So we are using Pepper and Lockjaw to pay for Stark Tower. We're exhausting Stark Tower to put Mark 5 into my hand. Then we are putting down Mark 5 helmet and arc reactor. So now we're up to 5 hand size when we flip up. We'll flip up for sure. Now, oh yeah, this is going to be... So I actually didn't need that Mark 5 helmet in order to do what I was planning on doing, because I can thwart for 2, ready up, thwart for 2, get rid of this oppressive armada. Well, yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, I did, because then this is only going to get rid of 3 here. And then this can get rid of 1, so that I'm still susceptible, but not as susceptible. And why not? Let's thin our deck for Deft Focus. I know we have our Rocket Boots in here, and another one of these, and another Power in all of us to pay for one of these, so chances are good that I'll get something. Also, I can just Power Gauntlets for 2 damage, so next regenerative healing isn't as annoying. Other problem, I'm going to have to face tank 4 damage plus boost plus 2 indirect damage. And an encounter card. So not out of the woods yet. And no tech. Well, that tech. Okay. La Bibliothèque. 1, 2, 3. That happens. So, I'm gonna defend for my whole whopping 1 defense. 4 plus boost, 5, 6, 5 damage to me, and if he activates again, I lose. Okay, he doesn't. Cool. Whew. So I actually need to prioritize getting Hulk out here and not swinging with him, and I may have to flip down again. I may have to just kind of risk this whole shebang one more time because I just, once again, kind of can't deal with things. So I'm actually probably going to do that. So we'll ready up. We will Mark 5. We'll Power Gauntlets. We will Thwart for 3. Well, not Thwart. We'll remove 3. And we're still going to get Hulk out, but let's see if we can get anything more fun. So we'll draw 3 cards. 3. Ooh, interesting. So I have an interesting decision here. Whichever one of these I don't pick goes in here. So I guess my decision isn't interesting. I'm just going to pick one of them and the other one goes here, which I then bring back with Stark Tower. I was thinking I could bring that back, but whatever. This is better. Now, I'm definitely going to heal for 3, because that was the whole reason I flipped. Can I play Hulk and Rocket Boots and this, or can I hold on to this? I really need Hulk. I can't keep face tanking even with the 6 HP. That's only like 1.5 hits. So I can do that to pay for Hulk. I can do that to pay for Rocket Boots. And then I'm just 1 short on paying for Mark 5. So, alternately, we don't pay for Rocket Boots, we just pay for Mark 5. And we hold on to Rocket Boots. That sounds good. So I'll pay those 2. Yeah, I don't know why that's up there. Oh, it would have been discarded from my Futurist. So we'll get Hulk on the board. Then we will use Pepper for 1 resource. These 2 to get down Mark 5 armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll hold under Rocket Boots. We draw 5 cards. There's my other Rocket Boots. There's an emergency. This is looking okay. 1, 2, 3. 1. He schemes for 2 plus boost. Boost, he heals 2 damage, but also I cancel one of his schemes, so he only goes up by 1 here. I guess it doesn't really matter. Actually, I'm not going to, because I could probably make better use of that resource, because if he draws in, as his encounter card the scheme one, he's scheming for 3 plus boost, and it's just so incredibly unlikely that I stop him. So actually, it's wiser to hold on to this. This is basically just here in case of emergency, literally in case of emergency. So now we get the encounter card, special positioning. Okay, well, that's no big deal. Oh, I forgot to add this. So 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting excited. I'm feeling like Iron Man. I need to get my Iron Man jitters out of here. So we'll Futurist to pick up. I mean, any of these are just going to be used as a resource probably. So less likely to be used as a resource. Eeny, meeny, miny, Repulsor Blast. So those 2 go there. I use Stark Tower, and I can pick up one of my plasma pistols, which I can then immediately lay down without even thinking about it here. We will use Pepper to lay down 1 more, or to lay down a Rocket Boots for 1 HP. We will get down my other Rocket Boots for another HP. This one I'm just going to not activate. Sorry, my boots are all over the place. And okay. Am I worried about emergency still? Probably not. I can probably just toss it. We'll toss that for counterattack. And then, oh, we can use Repulsor. So now the question is, what else is in here that I want? We got this out. We got out the 2 boots. We got out both of our gauntlets. There's actually literally nothing that I value in here anymore. There's only 2 cards in there. So it's only going to do a maximum of 5 damage, but also that's better than the 0 that I'd be getting. I can pay for it with Deft Focus. So it's literally the only thing that benefits from it. It's a superpower. All right, let's do it. So we'll flip up, thwart for 2, ready, thwart for 2, thwart for 1. That's all on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, 4, 5. And then we will Milano to get rid of this one. And we will 1, 2. And then we will Deft Focus to play Repulsor Blast because reasons. So 1 damage. Well, you know. And we get an encounter card. Just put this over here so I have room for 1 more upgrade. Oh, we'll also Plasma Pistol for 1. Right. Oh. So I can't forget about this counterattack. It's actually really, might be useful. So now we're drawing 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of armor out. Oh boy, I got lots of resources. All right, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. He will attack for 4, 5 plus boost. Legit might just phase tank it just for the counterattack to kill him, or at least severely wound him. So I will. 5 plus boost. I'm gonna regret this. 6, 1, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will use counterattack, get him down there. So yay, an aggression card actually got use. I guess I used Hulk for HP once last game and now, and then also I think I've used Brawn a couple times in practice and maybe Spider-Girl, but yeah, I used an aggression card for an aggression card purpose, and yay. Pumpkin Bombs, that's what Hulk's for. Cruel Intentions, oh boy. So it surges. Then it also deals me a face down encounter card. then it also gives him a face down boost card. Very, very nasty card. So it surged into Dark Dealings. All right. 1, 2 plus boost. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is, needless to say, very gone. That goes up. Wait, why was he scheming again? Oh, right, because literally Dark Dealings, right? Yeah. And so since he schemed, this pops off for 2 on Hulk. And now we see what his second one is. Special Delivery. Well, you're not going to attack me, so exhaustable on him. All right. Well, that makes things a little bit more interesting, but I am also full Iron Man at this point. So let us see what we can do here. That's not scary. Do I have a science resource I can use? I guess I'm not using this for anything this turn. So I'll use Power on All of Us to activate my Rocket Boots, and then a Power Gauntlets to advance him. Top 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, as much as I'd love to get fancy and like optimize Pepper here, there's not much optimization to do. It's actually probably best to keep Earth's Mightiest Heroes available to play, like to, well, it's only 1 damage. All right, well, we'll do one thing for sure, and that will be to pay for Repulsor Blast again with Deft Focus and do 1, 2, 3. 3 damage. Okay. I actually have a lot of energy resources in this deck, so to see my Repulsor Blast kind of flub this consistently is just kind of sad. But it's okay. 3 damage is 3 damage. Here's 2 more. And while you're at it, here's 1 more. Let's take care of 1, 2, 3 threat. Ready up. I may as well smack him for 1. We will toss, yeah, we'll toss these 3 because it's just 1 extra damage versus 2 from Spider-Girl. These 3 to get Brawn down, which is extra HP. And we'll also get Spider-Girl down. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't use Pepper at all. So I guess technically I could have used Pepper for one of those resources to, yeah, I could use Pepper for one of the resources to preserve my Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which I will then use to exhaust Hulk and ready me and attack for 1, and now we pray for emergencies and him to not have his scheme card. I'm going to look and see, because you are allowed, this is public information now, so I'm allowed to look back at this. So one of these is gone. One of those is gone. That means that one of both is left in 12 cards. So I have a 1 in 12 chance of getting overkilled, and I have a 1 in 12 chance of having this happen. All right. So we rated everything. Did everything I could the turn, right? Yeah. So draw 7. Emergency is there, so I'm not as scared. It still can be scary, but I'm not as scared. And I can definitely kill him this turn. So this goes up. 1, 2, 3. This goes up. He will do this pumpkin bombs damage after he attacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4 plus boost. What I'm really debating about is if I block with Spider-Girl and he gets overkill. Well, if he blocks with Spider-Girl and gets overkill, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus overkill, which means 5 breaks through. And everything else just gets wasted on her. So I don't die there. And so I also will have another blocker for another activation. So I will actually block with Spider-Girl. So he's attacking for 3, 4, 5. Wow. 9. Bye. Then this happens and does 2 indirect to Hulk. And we get our encounter card, and it is Cannonade. Okay, we can deal with that. Yes, sirree, Bob. 1, 2, 3, 4. We sure can. All right, cool beans. Well, I lost one, but at least it was just one. So how do I do this? I need to hold Supersonic Punch, and preferably the Milano. Well, I can use the Milano for boots, right? Which then allows me to mark 5, both of these. Yeah, so I'll lose 1 HP on Brawn to be able to finish this, but that's fine. So 1, 2 threat on that. Ready up. 1, 2 threat on that. Brawn will attack for 1 and get rid of Cannonade. So cleaning the board. So those are taken care of. I definitely can afford this. I'm not even going to think about it. So 1, I'm going to put down Endurance for 3 more HP. I'm going to Pepper Pots and these 3 for Fury to draw 3 cards. Remember, I still have this in my hand. That's my ally limit now. And so now I can smack him in the face with an 8 damage Supersonic Punch. So 6 turns is the magic number when you're not getting destroyed by an unfortunate encounter card. So hopefully you guys enjoyed me taking on using Iron Man here. Honestly, that was an extreme minority, right? There's really only 2 opportunities for me to lose in those kinds of situations, right? There's him scheming out on the second one, and then there's that happening, literally exactly what happened before. Otherwise, I'm pretty well insulated from surprise losses, so it's okay. It happens. And we'll see you all at the next round.